Hello, you guys. Today it is Lady Masquerade doing her makeup. Look at this cute little makeup case. I decided I wanted to do a behind the scenes look for my Muzan, behind the scenes makeup video for my Muzan cosplay. I know a lot of you know who that is. Y'all say he looked like Michael Jackson, and I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's like the funniest thing to me because it's like he really do, if you want to be honest. And all the Michael Jackson edits are hilarious. So first off, you're going to see my little powder puffs and me just playing around in my makeup and showing you everything that I have. Look at my bag. I love this bag so much. I swear I be putting so much in there. All my face and body paints that I bought are in there. I still need to figure out what I want to use them for. Look at my highlighter palette. You can tell that I've used this palette a hell of a lot. I don't even think I go a day. Well, actually, no, I've gone days without using it, but I don't think I go a makeup look without at least pulling it out to stare at it, even if I don't use it. Look at these makeup brushes I got. They're so cute and mini. Those are like travel size brushes that go with my travel makeup kit. I think I showed it to y'all later. Those are my eyelashes. I didn't even open these. I just wanted to put them on camera. I did not open those at all. Here I go, pulling out all the setting powders I got. And those aren't even all of them. I have three more in a whole nother drawer, y'all. I swear I got so much setting powder. That's why I told my friend, like, look, you need some setting powder. You might as well just go and come get one for me, girl. I got a lot. Um, that's definitely some eyelash glue, my eyelash curlers, stuff that I definitely didn't even use throughout this video because I'm not even gonna lie to you, I barely take the time out to put on eyelashes because I be feeling like I just don't have the time sometimes to be as patient for lashes as I do everything else. But for the most part, I might throw a lash on here and there every once in a while. Not ever so often though. That right there is my white eyeshadow base and some concealer, one of my favorites to use. The white eyeshadow base actually brings out my colors, whatever color I put on my eye, a lot more. And I'm not gonna lie to you, all these liners and mascara. I'm just showing y'all everything. And some of this stuff I'm not even gonna use. Like you gonna feel like, oh my God, she just wasted her time showing me everything and she didn't use all of it. Like what was I here for? Oh my gosh. So as you can see, I'm steady just digging in this bag, organizing this makeup. I stay dropping stuff in every aspect of life you can think of right here. I'm so freaking clumsy, but I do love organizing and putting things together. Look at my blush. I love that blush. That's one of my favorite blushes to use. And that lipstick too. They're almost the exact same color, but that lipstick has literally been my go-to lately, like especially with my brown, because I do have a brown. It's my eyelash scissors right there. You ain't even gonna see me use them in this video. Don't play with scissors, y'all. Please. Please. And if kids, if you watching this, don't play with scissors. Please do not touch your mama's stuff. Put it down. Here I go, just digging in this bag yet again. But there is my makeup travel case. It is so cute. I really can't wait till I start using this a little bit more. I've only ever used maybe like a lip gloss, maybe a little bit of lipstick out of here. I haven't really just too much used any eyeshadow out of here just yet, or any of the blushes or concealers, but I've definitely used the gloss and some lip gloss out of this palette, and I love it because it just has so much in it. Oh my God, look at that. Look at all those colors, and then the lip combos you can make. And I do have another lip palette somewhere. I don't know if I actually pulled it out for this video. That's my contour palette. I haven't had a chance to actually even use this yet, but I do plan on using it soon. Not sure for what, but I'm definitely going to use it. Look at all those beautiful contour colors. They work for everybody, y'all. And this makeup is from Shein, like that, and the travel case is definitely from Shein. Don't sleep on Shein makeup. And I also got the Athena palette from Shein too. That's the face and body paint palette that I plan on using one day. I'm not sure when. It's my red apple palette that came from Amazon. One of my friends actually bought this for me as a Christmas gift. So thank you, because I had lost my previous one due to me moving. So he bought me another one. Thank you so much, Red, for buying me this palette again. I love all the reds in there. They're so vibrant and pretty and definitely pigmented. So be careful when you buy this palette, y'all. It'll show. So yes, that's my Kaleidoscope palette from Walmart. I'm not gonna lie to you, I love the Walmart palette. Now I'm sitting here doing my eyebrows, just kind of prepping them and getting them ready for all of the concealer and brow touch-ups I'm about to do over and over and over again, because baby, I be liking to make sure my brows look good, and if I mess them up, I usually wipe off all the excess that be in the middle, because I do be messing up it, like, y'all. Like, you gotta remember, makeup is not about perfection. You are going to make mistakes sometimes, and it's okay. Like, you don't have to feel like you gotta wipe off everything you did. You can always just wipe off a little bit and then just go from there. You know, fix a little bit of a correction and stuff like that. My daughter over there playing in the background, y'all. She's so funny. But, you know, I just wanted to make sure that I did everything according to me. I got in close up on my mirror and had to make sure that I was just going and going and going. I was staring at my eyebrow for a long time in this mirror. You know, I was looking all around, and even when I messed up, I had went back in trying to line her. You see me looking at it on my phone to check and see how it looks, because I'm using both this mirror, my phone, and my light to kind of do this in a span of maybe like 40 minutes. I'm not gonna say that the eyebrows took the longest, but this process overall took the longest time. And you know what? Makeup is not meant to be quick. Let's be honest about that. When you do a good or a great makeup look, it can take an hour or two, you know, at times. Sometimes it could go from, 30 minutes to an hour, because, hey, good makeup takes time. The best makeup takes the longest. And sadly, sometimes that can lead to being up all night when you're trying to shoot content. I'm not even going to lie to you. All right, here I am checking it out again. And yes, this is my natural face. I have on no makeup. You watching me do it here. This is what I look like without makeup, without cosplay, all that. Y'all get to see me a little bit more like this. I am going to do more behind the scenes content of the befores I do the cosplays, and also a lot more get unready with me content, because somebody said they really liked the fact that I added a get unready with me video on my YouTube channel. So I'm definitely going to give y'all more of those. I'm still checking everything out in the mirror, making sure everything is nice and right, of course. So now it is definitely time for a little bit of concealer. But if I remember correctly, I got this concealer right here. Can't remember what color this is, but this is definitely the concealer. One of my few favorites that I love using because it matches me fairly well. And I think right here, I was kind of trying to see how I felt about that concealer in particular, going under this brow to try to blend it out and make sure everything is okay. But I also remember me getting up, like, here I go checking it out. Yep, believe I left at this part to go and find. Yep, I found the other concealer, the lighter one, to kind of help much better with the blending and straightening up the brows, making sure they were to my liking. And remember, y'all, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. If one eyebrow look a little different, that's okay. Guess what? You can still use a filter to fix it if you feel like the makeup ain't right. Or you can always wipe a little bit of the excess off and kind of restart the brow. It is okay to make mistakes. Don't worry. We all do it, y'all. Let's work together. We got this. We got this, Bookie. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not gonna lie, my mouth is getting a little bit dry because, well, it ain't even dry. I'll say it's like a little too moisturized. But I'm over here trying to put on this primer that I haven't used in God knows how long, and really nothing was even coming out of it. It was like a NYX translucent not setting powder, but eyeshadow primer, and nothing was really coming out of there. So I went on ahead and kept attempting to get something out of it, but y'all, literally barely anything was coming out. And I know y'all can tell in this video, because look at me, I'm still trying, and this primer is dry. Ain't nothing coming out of there, nothing at all. And now I'm sitting here taking my white eyeshadow base and applying it to my sponge, only applying a little bit because you never want to put too much white eyeshadow base on a sponge, because it is pigmented, as you can see right here. Like, it is so pigmented, and you can see it as soon as you put it on your eye. So if you ever want like a white eyeshadow look, you could just use the white eyeshadow base. It's pigmented, it works, it does its job fairly well when it comes to you wanting colors to pop out, especially your brighter colors. This is great for, like, I'll say pastel and vibrant looks. Now, reds and stuff, you want them to pop out, you definitely use a white eyeshadow base for this as well. I'm sitting here blending it in, blending it out, making sure that everything is blending together nicely, checking my eyelid in the camera to see how I feel about the blend, and trying to blend any areas that look a little bit patchy, because I'm not gonna lie to you, sometimes that can happen. But I've started doing this new thing of putting setting powder on my lid so it won't be as patchy, and I can tell you it actually works. It makes it a little bit better. And I learned this tip from a YouTuber who I can't remember the name of, but if I do find the video, I will come back and put the link under there from who I learned it from, if I can get that YouTuber's name, because she definitely said something about putting eyeshadow, like not eyeshadow, but primer, setting powder, setting powder, excuse me, on the lid before you do anything else. Setting powder and a little bit of concealer on the lid, which of course most of us are already doing that. It's 2026, who isn't? So yeah, here I go, still blending. Now I'm on the other lid, trying to make sure they're both blended out evenly and nicely. I can't believe that y'all are sitting here getting a 40-something minute video from me. I usually try not to even make these that long, but I since have discovered that maybe if I do make them longer, you can understand my processes a little bit more when it comes to my makeup before I do my cosplaying. So hey, why not? Why not give y'all the extended version of me? Because I mean, who could get sick of me? Duh, I'm me. You ain't gonna get sick of me. Only way for you to get sick of me is if you me, and even me don't get sick of me. So how you gonna get sick of me? But anyways, y'all, I'm digging for, what was I digging for? Oh yeah, no, I got the sponge and I'm still sponging. Oh my God, I don't even know how long I was sponging my lids. Feel like I was sponging for an hour. Golly. I'm over here sponging for my life, ain't it? Somebody call RuPaul. But anyway, I got the mirror. I was kind of checking out all the blotch spots or any spots that might have been patchy, trying to make sure I filled them in. There was no way of, like just getting them too perfect, because I was in a bit of a rush trying to do this. I'm not even gonna lie to you, even though this video was 40 minutes, I took my time, but I was still in a rush to push the content out.
because I knew I was going to be in the process of moving once I filmed all of this content. And I wanted to make sure that I gave y'all something while I'm moving. And it's just been so much going on. And I mean, when I say so much, so much, I'm probably going to give y'all another detailed video on that. But for now, I just want you to enjoy the makeup process. And yes, I'm talking to my daughter too. She was in here doing the most, and I love my baby. She just be doing the most sometimes. Y'all know kids. But yeah, so I'm out here blotching my eyebrows again, making sure I kind of blend them out along with the concealer and the primer that I put in my eyes. Not in my eyes, on my eyes, y'all. Oh my God, I'm talking too fast. Don't mind my ugly faces. They are faces that I make when I do my makeup sometimes. So excuse some of the funny faces that I am making. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize I had made some of these funny faces while filming. It's just something that I do whenever I'm doing my makeup. And I'm not gonna lie, like once I got them the way, my eyebrows the way that I wanted them, I was like, yeah, that is it right there. I was feeling like, yeah, clock it. Clock that T, baby. So I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like when I be feeling my makeup looks, I be feeling it. Look at me. Yeah, hold on, hold on. All right, we back now. I'm wiping off all the excess makeup that was in between my brows and on my nose. And this is what I was saying, that if you feel like you messed up a little bit, it's nothing wrong with just kind of dabbing off all the excess. Just make sure you put a little bit of coconut oil or maybe some micellar cleansing water on a wipe a little bit. But I would suggest the coconut oil or maybe even a little bit of Vaseline, so it won't feel like you're making your eye or your face a little bit drier with the wipes, because some of us might be a little heavy handed and wipe our faces a little too hard, and then you leaving that little dry scratchy spot. And you don't want to do that to your face. You never want to be too rough with your face, no matter what it's for, especially with makeup. Like, just don't be rough with yourself. Be a little bit more gentle when you wiping that makeup off, and I am feeling how much better it looks, of course. So going ahead, making sure that I even get the excess off the top of my brows, because the top of my brows was a little all over the place too. And once I felt better about those parts of my brows, I just let it breathe. Let it breathe. Let it breathe. Oh Lord, I'm dropping stuff. Look at me. So I sat there, let it I can't say let it snow. Ain't nothing coming off my eyebrows. They on my face and they about to get set, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just put that wipe down somewhere. Didn't know where else I wanted to put it. I just put it down. I threw it away later, of course. I went on ahead and took my Apple palette, started dabbing into that red, and going ahead and pressing that brush in there. My daughter was on the side just looking my little baby. Like, I love her so much. But she was handing me something because I think I had dropped something off the makeup table. But I have officially started the eyeshadow at this moment. I was trying to see what I wanted to do, so I decided to start with highlight first. My white highlight was the best decision I made for this look to start with first. I just feel like it helped bring out so much more when it came to the colors. So here I am grabbing me a brush, dabbing it in there. I was using one of my travel brushes because I just thought it was small enough for the corner of my eye, because I didn't want to use my finger and accidentally smear off all the concealer and setting powder that I put on. Thank you, Mama. You're so sweet. But yeah, like, I just decided to go ahead and start with the corners of my eye with some highlighter. I put it in the corner and then kind of spread it a little bit more along the lid, but I didn't put it all the way on. So as you can see, it's mostly in the corner of my eye.
I am still working on I would say the highlighter right here. Had to go take me a little break and go get some water. Anytime you're doing a voiceover, make sure you have your water next to you, especially if you don't do any vocal exercises before you record. And I also like to sing too, so I do need the vocal exercise a little bit more. And for those of you who don't know, like that is something that I really do love doing. I just don't really come on the internet and do it. I think I've just been one of those people who just quietly kept that talent to myself. Also been writing songs and music pretty much majority of my life. Yes, I have been keeping a hidden talent away from y'all, but I will show y'all one day. I'm still putting that highlighter in this corner. Look at how much better it's looking. It's giving cute white butterfly on the lid. I might attempt a butterfly look one day actually, because I think those butterfly makeup looks online are so freaking pretty. I'm just worried that I might not have the skill set, but hey, practice makes perfect. So, probably going to start playing around in my face and body paint palettes a little bit more when I move so y'all can see the process of me doing face and body paint makeup. Now, one of my makeup goals, I'm not even going to lie to you, is definitely to do a full Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho look with his green form with all the eyes on it. I just feel like that would be such an interesting cosplay to do for me, especially since he's one of my favorite characters from Yu Yu Hakusho besides Karama. And I'm not even gonna lie, those two are cosplay goals for me. I have so many cosplays that I have in the vaults right now that I just want to do. I usually wait till people donate for them, like maybe send something to my Cash App or whatever so I can go ahead and just get the materials because I'm not even going to lie to you. I usually cheaply buy stuff to piece together to make a cosplay. Like I mostly shop on Shein to get everything because it's just been a much cheaper route to go when I want to make a cosplay. To be honest, at least until I find more suitable way to do it for right now. But this is basically what I can do for now. That'll just keep my cosplays being pieced together. Buying from Sheen has really helped me cosplay more often. Now, as you can see, I'm adding the red. I am making sure that I get it together on this red. I'm patting. Gotta pat that red in. If it's one thing you gotta do with a shadow, you gotta build it up. So you start off with that first layer of red, and then you just kind of build up to a whole nother layer. I'm looking in the mirror. I'm making sure that I'm constantly patting it in. Just pat that red. Pat that red. Gotta check it out in the mirror. And I'm getting some more on the brush. Got to dab off that excess. Blow the brush a little bit, pat it some more, pat it some more. And as you can see, as we pat more, it's starting to look a lot brighter on the lid. It's starting to give Muzan for sure. And I am very appreciative of how this came out all together. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This makeup look is actually one of the prettiest looks that I've done with a red, and I really do enjoy it. I've had another look that I would say I loved. It was probably my Inuyasha eye look with the red. And I know my katana look with the blue was so pretty because I kind of did the makeup in the similar style. So I'm probably going to keep that style of doing my makeup, especially because I have hooded eyes. Like, if you have hooded eyes, you know the struggle of trying to get your makeup to look the way you want it to look, to where it'll be visible, but not look like it's just all over the lid, too. It's such a struggle when you have hooded eyes sometimes, but I'm definitely still learning because guess what? We never stop learning over here. I'm always okay to learn new tips, new tricks, new ways of doing my makeup, trying new ways of getting my eyeshadow to be visible on my eyelids and not be all over my face, which I'm not even gonna lie. Fallout is the biggest thing when it comes to eyeshadow anyway. That's why I always stress dusting off the excess before you get ready and kind of tapping that brush a little bit more before you start tapping it on your eyes. Like always tap your brush on the palette first. Make sure you wipe off that excess, and if you feel like you got to do one of those pigment testers on your hand, then hey, go for it. But always tap off that excess, because I promise you, you won't think it's all over your face, but it definitely is all over your face. And as you can see here, I am blending it, blending and blending and blending. Like, I just love the blend here. I really, 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 really do. I really do love this blend. This was probably like the one of the prettiest blends I ever did, with a red and a white highlighter. I did a similar look for my Conan cosplay too. That was a long time ago. Those of you who have probably been on my Instagram for the longest amount of time, y'all probably have seen my Conan videos and stuff like that. I definitely already uploaded them. A lot of those Conan videos. Oh my gosh. I have had so many videos of me cosplaying over the years. Here I go, here I go. Like, I'm just loving this look. This is how you know I'm proud of a look, if I'm just looking at back, staring at it like that. Oh my gosh. And as you can see, I'm trying to finish up that eyeshadow in that mirror, getting it together. And I'm not gonna lie, I need to use this mirror more. I don't use it enough. And I am feeling this so much. I had to make sure that I did like my final touches on the red on the other side. I'm not gonna lie, I think I spent probably about like an extra 5 to 10 minutes on just this part alone, just making sure that I blended in enough red with the white on the side. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was feeling this look so much that I just I couldn't stop trying to perfect it. I really was sitting here just staring at myself like, oh my gosh, like I'm really killing it right now. That's how I'm feeling. Even though, like, I ain't gonna lie, my face was giving, oh, she's serious. But baby, I'm so happy on the inside. You just don't know. Like, I get really happy about doing my makeup for anything, special occasions, cosplay, dates. Even though for dates, I typically don't always do makeup for dates. Sometimes I just go natural with a little gloss and some blush, or maybe lipstick and blush, and just go from there. But I don't know. I just love makeup, y'all. I don't know what else to say about it. So now I am taking this brush, blending it in. I'll say blending it a little bit better when it comes to the red. I wanted the red and the white to kind of touch each other. Not even gonna lie to y'all, I'm sitting there looking at this like, yes, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that blend, look at that blend, look at that blend. Hey, blend it till you feel like you ready to stop blending. I say always blending, because guess what? We gonna blend. Not me doing the rock eyebrow. Oh my God, this face. Y'all gonna laugh at me for all these faces by the end of this video. I just know y'all are. Oh my God. And here I am, just making sure I got it the way I want it. I'm feeling it. And now that I pretty much have been sitting here, I can say that my back probably was hurting during this part right here, because I was like, Lord, I've been sitting in that seat for a long time. And keep in mind, I still still had to go shoot videos right after that. Me and my back did not get along in this video. I promise y'all we didn't. Oh my gosh. I think this is probably one of the few times I sat up for a long time in a chair to do my makeup. Usually I'm standing up to do my makeup, but in this case I was sitting down, and really I probably should have stood up, but here I am just looking, dabbing on a little bit of glitter because I wanted the glitter at the top of the makeup a little bit, something there, because I really do feel like I put a little too much white pigment on, but I still didn't want to just, like wipe the whole eyelid off and start over. I was not about to do that, okay? Like, in some cases, you just work with what you got and you keep pushing, because that's what I felt like in this video, especially because I had so many videos to film. And I just didn't feel like starting that process over. Now, if it was any other time, I probably would have been like, all right, cool. But I was pressing for time and pressing to give y'all new content because I like being consistent with my cosplay content. I don't like leaving you with nothing. And even if I'll say I want to take a longer break, I will go ahead and just post a video that you probably haven't seen from me in months, or maybe you haven't seen it since the last time you seen it, and I'm just reintroducing you to it. So, I just prefer to stay consistent with my content, whether I have new content or not. I'm still gonna give you something. This video is probably taking me the longest to edit, and I know I need to be a little bit more consistent on YouTube, so I'm gonna try to at least upload, if I can, one video to two videos a week when I get done with my moving and taking the time out to process everything else that's been going on around me. So, hey, it's all in all, we got this. We got this. Look at that. We got this. Look at all that glitter being patted on, baby. We got it. We got it. I am feeling it. We got it. We got it. It's definitely giving Demon Slayer makeup. I love it. 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 Okay. And then I think I was looking for my setting spray. And I think it was on a table somewhere. Like I was looking around for it, couldn't really see it. Then I discovered where it was. Had to put that palette down, move it around. I had so much stuff on that table. That table was piled up with my makeup. I do have a lot of makeup, but at the same time, I don't. I really miss a lot of my old palettes that I lost while I was moving. I kind of hate I don't have those palettes no more because it was just such a clutch to have all them palettes. And I'm not even gonna lie, like having all of those palettes made me really, 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 really appreciate the collection of makeup and the various makeup looks that I've done over the years since I've started doing my makeup. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, I've thought about becoming a MUA, I just haven't, but it might be something I need to look into considering I love doing makeup. But yes, more glitter. Gonna do more glitter, but no, not glitter. This is eyeliner. Look, excuse me. I am definitely putting me on some eyeliner, and I forgot that I even bothered to put on eyeliner until I replayed the video. But yeah, that's me putting on eyeliner. I could have sworn I was putting on more glitter here, but that is eyeliner, y'all. That is my bad. Excuse me for being blind to myself. As most of y'all know, my glasses are broke. I can't see nothing. So I am rewatching my own video recording this right now with my vision super blurred, trying to hold the mic up to my mouth and give y'all the correct sayings of what I'm doing. So I'm doing like the double liner method where it's at the lash line, the top of the lash line, and then the bottom of the lash line too. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not the best at this, but I do like the way the look turned out. And even if it was a little bit sloppy, I loved it because it matches so well with what I was going for. And I'm not gonna lie, like I like the look more with the black eyeliner versus without. Especially if I would have only put it on the top of my lash line instead of like the bottom too. But I just think it looks so much better when I do both the top and bottom. I wish I knew how to do it all extra perfect, like how I see some of y'all online do it. Cause, but baby, let me just let you know, I am definitely not a professional when it comes to eyeliner. It's some stuff I still want to learn how to do, but we do what we can over here. All right, I'm still a makeup artist at the end of the day in my own right, and so are you watching this. If you want to start your makeup, hey, do not be scared. Do it, do it, do it, do it. I say always do it, practice, see what you like, see what you don't like, see what method you want to use. It is nothing to it but just to do it. Oh my God, this face. Look like I'm surprised. Surprise! Mother. Oh, let me not say that. But anyway, yeah, like I love doing my liners in my eyelash, especially for more so of my anime characters who might be considered more on the villain side. Um, I just feel like the black eyeliner adds a little bit more to the shadow for me, especially when it's the double liner method. Like I love that. I also love that liner method where it's like the liner on top of the eyeshadow, but the eyeshadow's kind of inside the liner. I forgot what it's called, but yes, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I got my setting spray, setting the eyeshadow fan, and y'all, you know you got to fan that setting spray. Let it dry a little bit. Let it dry. I'm setting that shadow. I had to make sure I set that shadow, baby, because I was not finna let that shadow run off. And then I needed a little bit of blush. So I went on ahead and got my blush stick. That is 03 from Sheen. I think this is 03 or 04. One of those two from Sheen. And I love this blush. It's like not super dark and it's not too light either. It's like just the right pigment for me. And I love how it was showing up on my skin. Like I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I love how it was showing up on my skin. Even though I was contemplating on doing blush for this look, but I'm like, I love blush, so why wouldn't I add it? You know, like blush is one of my favorite things to put on, especially because I deal with a lot of hyperpigmentation. Like my face has some red undertones. And I think that the blush added so much more for me, and I love it. Like as y'all can see, I'm patting, patting, patting when it comes to that blush. And like I said, look at it, and in the light it shows. Like I love a blush that shows up, but doesn't necessarily have to show out. Like I know sometimes I've gone a little overboard with a red blush, especially for my Doctor Strange look. But hey, I still enjoyed that look nonetheless. I just love a lot of blush. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do. I love blush on my nose, blush on my cheeks, and in some cases, blush on my eyes. I might do like a whole face of just blush one day. We'll see. Okay, so now I am just blending that blush, blending, blending, blending. I'm loving the way this blush looks on me. It's like it's not too much, and it's definitely giving me the blush that I want. It's not too dark either, like how sometimes the red that I use will be a little too dark on my face. I am adding a little bit more because I needed to show some more for me. I do like how it peeks out on the cheeks when it's blended, y'all. I swear this is my favorite one. Oh yeah, using my little tiny blender, kind of blend in those little corners that I just put right there. That's what I'm talking about. Blend, 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 blend. Exactly. That's what we gotta do. We gotta blend. And I just know my eyes were tired right here. Like, oh my God, I could just tell I was so ready to go to sleep, but I still continued with this anyway. Oh my gosh, I was so freaking tired. But I had to get y'all content out because I ain't gonna lie, I got sick of y'all picking every other cosplay but Muzan. Because every time I posted like this or Muzan, that or Muzan, this or Muzan, y'all always picked whoever else over Muzan. And I'm not even going to lie. I was like, well, let me just go ahead and not even let y'all pick this time. Let me go ahead and do Muzan because what? I don't see why not. Not gonna lie to you.
I'm not, yeah, like, I just didn't see why y'all kept picking Muzan. But let me go ahead and spread this brown that's going to serve as my liner. I always like to do a brown before I do a red because they just go so good blended together. Don't mind me like getting that lining a little wrong, but I do kind of correct it a little bit. Not gonna lie to you, I be trying to make sure that I line my lips correctly. Us big lip girlies, we know what I'm talking about. And yes, I feel like y'all are always going to pick the most popular cosplays over the ones that I want. Now, look at that. I have put that lip on. I'm feeling perfection. Look at that red and that brown. It just came out so pretty to me. I also feel like I needed to add a gloss, which is what I was looking for, and I had found one. Granted, this isn't the clear gloss that I wanted. It was kind of glittery, but I still used it anyway, and I'm not gonna lie, it actually made it look 10 times better. There is nothing wrong with a gloss over some lipstick, okay? Especially if it's the color of the lipstick too. But at the time, I just kind of grabbed what was near me and was like, yeah, this finna get used. But normally I would grab whatever color gloss to match the lipstick. I usually would make sure that they match. But definitely, I love this makeup look. I think this was one of the cutest looks that I did. I don't know, like this look is just giving yes. I feel yesified right here. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the cutest Muzan ever. About to go terrorize your village looking good. Like god dang, you got the entertainment district on lock, don't it? Oh my gosh, like I'm so ready. I am so ready for this cosplay, y'all. I had to keep looking. I was so proud of myself right here. Yes. I can't believe it. So proud. I actually ended up grabbing my setting spray again so I could go ahead and set that makeup. Oh my gosh, I had to set it, y'all. I was just fanning for my life right here. I almost freaking sprayed myself in the eye. I don't know how I made it through that first spray without spraying myself in the eye. I was so sleepy. Thank you. All right, y'all. So this is the full outfit. I literally did not wear any shoes for this cosplay whatsoever. Any. So I'm about to go to bed and edit the rest of my videos because I've already shot the content for the next 2 weeks. So good night and thank you for watching.